And hello, welcome to video number 48. Wow, we're getting through these. This is inequalities. That's what this one is. Still wearing my glasses. Keywords: inequality and integers. Inequalities are when we say something is not equal to. There are 4 symbols you need to learn. Integers are whole numbers. I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again, I'm sure. Integers are just whole numbers. In the method, you need to learn what the 4 symbols mean. All right, and I've put what the 4 symbols do mean. This one pointing that way means greater than. This one pointing that way with a line underneath it means greater than or equal to. This one means less than, pointing to the left, and another arrow pointing to the left with a line underneath it means less than or equal to. All right, so there's only 4 of them. Need to learn what they mean. They replace the equal symbol or any other symbol that you could use there, but mostly just the equals symbol. You can represent on a number line by using a non-coloured in dot to represent the not equal to symbols, and a coloured in dot to represent the equal to ones. An arrow will point in the direction of whatever symbol you used, or they will join up. That will make more sense when I show you what it looks like. All right. Now, in the first question, we've got to use an inequality symbol to make these statements true. My daughter's learning this. She's 5. She can do this, right? Genuinely, she can do this. This is not a problem for her. So use an inequality symbol to make the statements true. 3 is something than 5. What is 3 in relation to 5? 3 is less than 5. So you put the less than symbol in there. Simple. Right. B, minus 9 is something to something. You might not be able to do this because she's not learned about negative numbers yet. But if you think about the negative numbers, is minus 9 more or less than minus 15? Well, minus 15, if you think about it in terms of temperature, that's colder than minus 9, isn't it? All right. So what I would say is that minus 9 is more than minus 15. And a lot of people would get that one the wrong way round, right? But that is what it is. Minus 9 is more than minus 15, or minus 9 is warmer in terms of temperature than minus 15. All right. And then this one, I've just stuck a couple of fractions there. All right, 2 fractions, you should really know what they are equivalent to, all right, in terms of decimals. That's 0.75 or 75%, and that is 2/3, which is 0.6 recurring or 66.6 recurring percent. Okay, so 75% is more than 66% or 66.6 recurring percent, so you put the more than symbol in. All right, now you've got to learn these equivalents. These are things you've got to stick in your brain. All right. Now, number 2, you've got to represent the inequalities on a number line. This is where I'm going to show you what that method's all about there, or the second part of that method. And basically, x is less than 10. So you draw part of a number line, okay, and you try and draw it neatly. And you can start with 11 there, and there's 10, and there's 9, and there's 8, and there's 7. Right? It's only part of the number line. It's only going between 7 and 11. It doesn't matter how much of it you draw, as long as you've included this number 10, right? Now we're going to use a dot above that 10. Sometimes it will be written on the number line, but I'll do it above it. A dot that is not coloured in because it's not including that value of 10, right? And there'll be an arrow that comes from it and it goes down the number line and points that way. Okay, and that's it. That's all you've got to do, representing that inequality on that number line. All right, and I'll try and squeeze the rest in here. So y is more than minus 4. So let's use the number line again. Let's make sure we've got minus 4 in there. Okay, and then upwards we go minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, and then that could be 1. All right, and then we're going to put a dot above the minus 4, and we're going to point that way along the number line because we're more than minus 4. All right, y is more than minus 4. We could label that y and we could label that x because that's x is less than 10 and that one is y. Right, that would not really normally be the y-axis, would it? The horizontal axis is the x-axis, but we'll get to that in the world of graphs. Now this one, you got p is between these 2 values, so you definitely need 23 and 29 in there. I'm going to start at 22 and I'm going to go to 30. All right, so 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Try and do it neatly. 28, 29, and 30. There we go. Horrible. Let's try and make it a straight line. That's a bit better. Now, between 23, right, we've got this symbol here that is less than or the same as. So that is going to be there, but we're going to colour that dot in. All right, that's because it could be including that 23 value. And then P is between the values of 23 and 29. So we're going to go 29, and it can't be including 29, so it's a dot above 29 that's not coloured in. And then it would be an arrow pointing that way and an arrow pointing that way. And this is where I said they might just join up, and that's what these ones do. So these ones will just join together. Okay, 2 arrows just smash together and they join up. All right. Now there's a few examples there of representing them on number lines. I might do another example or two when I do my other inequalities video, which is when you're solving them. Okay. Now let's look at moving me over, and the last question. I've got to write down all the integers, that means the whole numbers, remember, that satisfy both of the following inequalities. So we need to look at the numbers that are both at the same time more than or the same as 7, as well as being less than 12. Okay, so let's start with 7. Could it be 7? X could be 7 because it's including that value of 7. So it definitely could be 7. All right, it could definitely be 8. It could definitely be 9. It could definitely be 10. It could definitely be 11. And could it be 12? All right, no, it couldn't be 12 because it says it's got to be less than 12. X is less than 12. All right, so we can't include 12 in our integer values here. And that's it. I mean, it's just one of those in part C, but split into 2 different inequalities, right? That might make it a little bit more confusing for you to understand. But that's our basics about inequalities. Learn the symbols, learn what numbers are bigger and smaller than other numbers, learn how to represent them on number lines, and learn how to figure out what the whole number solutions to your inequalities could be, all right? We will do a video, or I will, on how to solve inequalities as well, all right? And that will be a thing that's coming up. But please like and subscribe. Please click the links to do some practice down in the description bit, all right? And continue to enjoy yourselves and have fun with things that you do in your life. But please make sure you work hard on your maths. Thank you, and I'll see you. Well, I won't, because I don't see you, but you will see me in the next video. All right? Cheers. Bye.